Good one.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for the Warriors, their first time playing these guys this season. A year ago, going 1-2. They'd like to improve on that this go-around. You know, we've heard so long that Greg Popovich is one of the best coaches in the NBA, if not the best. What sets him apart, Tim?
Well, he's patient. You know, that's the difference. Well, he keeps these games in season in perspective. He looks at the big picture, not the small picture. And he's adaptable. Adaptability is one of the hardest things for a coach to do, because sometimes they get set in their ways and say, this is the way we're going to play. But then all of a sudden you make 3 or 4 trades and you say, well, should we still play that way? He says, yes, we will be adaptable and change our styles.
We've all heard this phrase before, defense wins championships. Popovich, all about defense. He's very sound with his overall defensive approach. And he can really build schemes. His strategies are effective, and they slow down the other team's start.
For my money, not just one of the best NBA coaches of all time, he's one of the best coaches of all time in any professional sport.
That's pretty.
I agree.
He's had season after season at the highest level. That does it for us for now. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you later.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Western Conference battles, always fun. This time it's the San Antonio Spurs intent on protecting home court. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. And last year they were able to take the edge in the series thanks to some clutch play.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seeding.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Barnes and Green are the forward set. Vasquez out there with Thompson. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's McGuire. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I like that, getting their offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Yeah, high percentage shot, and the more points you can get inside, I think the better off they'll be as the game.
Mills dishes to Freak.
Check isso bem mal.
Green with
Oh,
the rebound. So it's the Warriors now, defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And on an ordinary night, guys, I think they would have come out on top. That's just how well they played, but they happened to catch an opposing team at the very top of their game.
I'd venture to guess, Greg, that if that game was played in their building instead of on the road,
That's his first personal foul.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
first free throw is good.
Oh my God.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Thompson kicks to Green. And the pass to Vasquez. No good from outside. On defense, Golden State. It's a 3-point game.
Oh,
McGuire
what's that up
passes
there?
to Aldridge. Can't get it to go. So Golden State will take it the other way. Thompson outside. Screen by Bogut. Thompson dishes to Vasquez. Pass to Green. Launches it. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Boy, after the first 3 misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they still can't connect.
The dish to Mills. Launches a 3. That's good.
Let's go.
Mills has got his first bucket
It's
of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Nobody near Barnes. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Spurs. Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. To the right side. McGuire kicks to Freak. Nice ball movement from San Antonio. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Barnes passes to Vasquez. Trying to get back on track. Rebound San Antonio. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Spurs leading by 8. To the inside. Here's Aldridge. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
10-0 nesse
Defense
passou.
looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
To see the numbers for Leonard. Putting up about 10 points a night, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with it.
Spurs making a switch here. Green's checked in. Spates checked in for Golden State. Warriors trail by 10. Thompson outside. Spates sets a screen. Here's Vasquez. The shot by Spates. Nobody around. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez.
Now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward in fine fashion from here.
Now here's Green, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the wide open shot from Green. And the three ball is good. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, Vasquez, man, what an example of tremendous passing skill.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Vasquez. Mills can't hit.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Capella's checked in. West comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Darrell Wright's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Anderson in for Patty Mills. Iguodala kicks to Smith. Here's Spates. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's his first trip to the line.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shot.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. San Antonio leading by 4. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, a moment ago, Steve Kerr and I were able to chat. We talked about David West and what makes him such a tough player to defend. Coach said, West is special because he's so skilled for a player of his size and strength. He can score inside and also spread the floor with his shooting. He can have a quiet night and still drop 20 and 10. So we've got to stay conscious of him at all times. Guys, we'll see how they do against him.
Thanks again, Doris. Here is Anderson after the made shot from Andre Iguodala.
Move the ball.
Anderson outside. Passes it to Capella. No good, unable to end this run.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Iguodala dishes to Galloway. Lets it go from the wing. Will not go. This is off the front iron. San Antonio leading. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Here's Anderson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. 6 to shoot. Out to West. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Right for 3. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. The pull-up. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Spurs out in front, leading by just 2. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take a moment to hear a little bit from Josh Smith about his development throughout his NBA career.
You know, coming in at 18, you know, really inexperienced, not knowing what this league was about. And I went through so many stages. I've grown tremendously over my career.
You kind of hear that growth in his voice, don't you think? And it's interesting to hear Josh Smith talking about getting introspective about himself and his game at this point of his career?
You know, that's a great point there, Kevin. I mean, like he says, he really has grown tremendously as a player, as a teammate, as a man, and just as an adult person in society. And he's become a real credit to our game.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
Freak in at center. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Mills. And it's McGuire in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Freak. Last time out he had 14 points. The shot's good from McGuire. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
You know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track.
Here's Vasquez.
Yeah, Ricardo.
Time, but no scoring yet from him.
É bom.
Freak with it.
Questo cabello tá bem estranho.
To the middle. Here's Freak. Another one falls.
Let's go. Sou muito mal no basquete. Sou muito mal. NBA. Sou muito mal. Ah! É tipo Justin. Sim. Justin de Benguela, né? Eu não dou tipo Justin. Henrique agora que tá no escolão é caçole das tropas. Henrique le mandou me comprar que mambos na cantina. Ele pergunta só. Se não aceitar no gogó, me le matar no gogó.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. That's good.
And you can tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up to the Spurs game team.
And now a chance to check out Klay Thompson. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. 7th in free throw percentage, 8th in scoring, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And yeah, you know, he's the real deal at the foul line. You want him at the line for you.
Hey, grande jogada. Polga, grande jogada, grande jogada.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Frick. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies was simply terrific.
Freak so well, Freak so well.
Points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No
Tampão, palhaço. Capaz, tampão.
Now Aldridge. Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. Freak passes to McGuire. To the inside. Here's Freak. The shot is off, and Golden State will go the other way with it. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Barnes against Leonard. Screen by Bogut. 5 on the clock. Vasquez kicks to Smith. Rebounded by the Spurs. Freaks got rebound number 5 here tonight. Out to the right wing. The 3. The shot's good from McGuire.
That's a window, man.
Up to 10 now for the Spurs.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
West is checked in for San Antonio. And the Warriors also making a change. Green's checked in.
So Green is shot.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Aldridge just
Eric, você...
Leonard attacking out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe
Vamos te meter no go-go.
That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to
Você caçou das tropas. Não sabe já.
Warriors trail by 10. So as we conclude the first half, fairly one-sided.
Amanhã aqui, amanhã sábado, onde ninguém está vendendo. Que estão tu trabalhar, que muito na cantina. Ei, vou morrer, já está com medo, vou sorrir muito.
I thought missed a couple of shots. They missed some easy shots. So they helped us a great deal. So we were pretty fortunate that quarter.
Pop, thanks for the time, guys.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
All right, guys.
Yeah, mais tarde vamos ligar, mais tarde.
Home fans are loving it. Still want to go over a couple of things, though.
Deixa eles mandar mensagem.
You all get a huge pat on the back for the defense you're playing. Whatever approach they've used, we've stopped. Tremendous determination on D. Something I have liked is our movement off the ball and all the good looks it's created for us. Keep finding those open shots on the floor. And no standing around out there. I want to see our shooters open, and that happens because we're moving, looking for the gaps in the defense. All right, guys, I know we got a healthy lead, but we cannot let up against this tougher team. Let's go.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Yeah, Enzo B. Ele é o Enzo B da pena, olha. Enzo B também tem canal. Ele é bem mau, ele é famosinho. Ele é famoso no Twitter. Pra quem não sabe, eu nem sei porque que tá lhe dando merchan, ele que deveria me dar merchan. Você que deveria me dar merchan, gajo. Não, mas Enzo, vê. Você controla só o quanto eu jogo bué, que é pra quando chegar na tua casa te dar um monte de porrada.
Pass to Mills. Here is McGuire.
Ei, deveria de abrir aqui, não. Ei, aqui, toma. Pera.
Just 5 on the clock.
Passou. Ei, falhei. Pô, gajo.
Green's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Gajo, lhe tirei bem da frente.
Thompson outside. Bogut with a screen on Leonard. Back to Thompson. All sorts of time.
Ei, caramba.
Vasquez making the play. Vasquez.
Vê, 30-16. Che, só tô com 3 pontos. Let's go. Aqui é tudo combinado. Let's go. Este ninguém não aguenta aqui com o corpo.
90 seconds now into the second half. Now here's Vasquez, covered by Mills. That's a 2 from Barnes. Nice teamwork to
Che,
set the pick
triplo dá sim já.
for the J.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off
Ei,
a
ué.
good screen.
Filha da caixa, filha da caixa, filha da caixa.
Do a better job of
Porra, fiz um mau passe. Do meu jogador, não sei sinceramente porque esse NBA é antigo, é de 2K16. Então é. Mas pera, eu vou te mostrar. Mas ele já faz tipo os dribles aí básicos. Básicos não, dos mais velhos.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down
Dos
low.
mais
Gotta get quicker there.
velhos.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Vasquez. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Knocked loose.
Porque aqui também posso jogar como shooter, tá a ver? Eu posso ser post e shooter.
4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to
Shooter
shut
não, né?
down the middle.
Shooter não. Mas já.
Green kicks to Barnes. Green with a screen for Barnes. Back to Green.
Oh, isso é falta down, né, che? Lá, mas é passear, pá.
Officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Shooting 2. Shooting
2. Olha, Alberto, eu sou titular já há muito tempo, Alberto. Sou titular, você tem que me respeitar. No jogo passado fiz 14 pontos, nessa aqui vamos ver. Eu acho que eu sou mesmo shooting guard. Eu acho que sou.
Smith is checked in.
Porque eu também faço treino de triplo. Faço treino de triplo, defesa. E de médio, de tipo de fast break. Não, fast break. Acho que é isso. Como assim não passo de 1? Você é maluco ou que é? Não passo. Como assim? Você vê onde que eu não passo de 1? Isso de 3 PM e 3 PA. Será que é isso?
Vasquez with it.
Meu puto, eu já ganhei. Ah, dos 16. Como assim 16, oh caralho? Ah, 16 pontos. Você é maluco? Você é maluco? Eu já fiz tipo em 20. Eu já saí MVP. Nós jogamos esse campo, caçulho. Nos playoffs, mas playoff é duro, ui. Playoff mesmo é duro, não tem como. Vê só, o que me encanta na NBA é isso. Eles mostram a foto mesmo dos players. Tu tens NBA, né, Alberto? Você joga agora? Qual é?
Who's out there now for the Spurs? David West, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Leonard, and it's Kyle Anderson in for Patty Mills. Now here's space.
Que não pampa maluco nem pende pra careca. Que tamo gostar de cortar. Você tem o NBA 2K20, né?
Anderson against Thompson. A nice shot by Anderson.
Pessoal, eu jogo muito.
How about the screen that frees him up though for the jumper?
Iguodala outside, dishes it to Thompson. Smith sets the pick for Thompson, feeds it to Smith.
Ei, caramba! Meu Deus, juro que eu confundi muito. Estava distraído, estava olhando o comentário, pensei que deve mandar mensagem. Oh, comentário, mandou mensagem. Me matou.
Good D by Thompson.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the
Vai ver,
defense
vou
was
tentar.
engaged.
Ei, já está no quarto, no terceiro quarto, não sei se vou conseguir. Mas vou tentar chegar no 16.
Anderson kicks to Freak. Back to Anderson.
Yeah, mas não estás comigo. Comigo eu só tenho o 18. Até o cliente é que estava. O cliente é que está. É que estava. Ei! O teu cliente é que estava te chamando. Cheio. Então quer dizer que quando estás no serviço que primeiro joga play. Ei, Alberto, cheio. Teu serviço afinal assim. Oh, gosh.
Klay Thompson third. And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
NBA 2018. Para gajo também quer um mais atualizado. Esse é para ti. Isso é para ti, Alberto. Não era coro. Eu disse mensagem, eu quis dizer comentário. Deixa de ser palhaço, pá. Olha o outro, é para ti. Não, para ti, irmão. Para ti, irmão, falhou. Meu destino não é com a tua irmã. Let's go. Meu destino é com Alberto gostoso.
And the Spurs lead by 18.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
Smith, no luck.
Que não há pão para maluco, nem pende para careca. Aqui estamos com gostar da tampão.
To the left side wing. Freak kicks it to West.
Oh my God, fez meu passe.
Shot by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Espera só.
Freak with it. Spates there. They grab their own miss.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Depois dessa YouTube vai bater no teu canal. Não há pedofilia. Que pedofilia é essa? Se a tua irmã que é minha mais velha. Ou estás a falar de ti? Não, você mesmo é o Albertão, gostosão. Ele é mesmo o Alberto. Não tem como mais.
That one is off.
Tá me bancar assim. Me bancaram aí. Tu a ver, levar o meu prato lá embaixo. Enquanto me bancaram.
And the second free throw, good. With one on the clock, off on that one. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Spurs lead by 17. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Warriors trail by 17. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Mills. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And Green gets it to go.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And Mills kicks to Capella. Outside Leonard. To the paint. And that one's good by Aldridge.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Kicks it to Green.
Pow, pow.
Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt.
Oh, get those boards.
Would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
That's his second personal.
Vasquez, he's checked in for Golden State.
Vasquez.
Warriors trail by 16. It's tipped.
You got it.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Now here's Mills, guarded by Vasquez. Capella dishes to Leonard. Green, the screen. And here's Mills for three. Here's Capella. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance opportunities.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
On the free throw, no good. Warriors trail by 18. Vasquez kicks to Green. He dishes it to Thompson. Golden State moving it around. Back to Green. Clock at 6. That three off the mark.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's Capella. Pass to McGuire. Now the dish to Capella. And here's Leonard from three. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And here's Vasquez. Green, the screen. And Thompson kicks to Green. Green missing again.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Leonard attacking. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Style and grace from Kawhi Leonard on that one.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Leonard with the steal.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
With some arc. The shot is off. So Golden State will take it the other way. Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. And that concludes this long 6-game road trip. Screen by Bogut. Vasquez kicks to Barnes. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. And it's 7 points for Barnes.
My goodness. How about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
When you're hot, you're hot. And he is absolutely scorching.
Now here's Mills. Aldridge, the pass to McGuire. It's hauled in by Bogut. Warriors trail by 17. Barnes dishes to Vasquez. Green kicks to Vasquez.
33-50, porque se não estão levando porrada.
Bogut says a screen for Thompson. Not enough on that one as it misses. Spurs leading by 17. Left side, Leonard.
Muito. Tem, tá com 31 casos, 31 mortos, 2.899 casos positivos. Aí, então toma cuidado,
And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Bogut.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
The Spurs have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Outside Leonard. Pass to McGuire. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Spurs lead by 17. Floats one. And there's the nice layup by Barnes.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Spurs.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And guys, when you're cracking heads against somebody 4 times over the course of a season, boy, it's a great feeling to snatch that first game. Good adjustments tonight against the Warriors.
And so many key players.
Então já decidiste quantos serviços aceitar para pegar a PS5? Isso é para ti, isso é para ti.
And extra possessions for his team.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Smith comes in for Harrison Barnes. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Galloway subbed in for Vasquez.
Não tinha ninguém, afinal viram. Vão lá para caralho.
Free throw, no good for Green.
Vamos para caralho. Lidei. Viu? Esse lidei bem mole. Passa. Passa, não fica burro.
To the right side.
Toca, essa é minha mira que é na NBA. Passa da bola. Let's go! E a nervel que vocês são duros, você sabe. A única coisa que me resta aqui no meu sonho.
Spates sets a screen. Iguodala kicks to Galloway. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
And the Spurs with possession.
Passei. Tem que ter visão, tem que ter visão.
Just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
And so
pancada nos gajos, pancada. Peraí.
A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
David, obviously a very productive second unit. How does that change this basketball team when they play like that?
I mean, they set the tone. We're a very deep team. Our bench is going to have an advantage most nights.
David, thank you. Kevin, depth always important in the NBA.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
He was a beast on the boards tonight, guys. There's nobody else. I think no one in the world that could match his effort on the glass tonight. Emotionally, his rebounding gave them a big lift.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
Você joga fixe, mas essas brincadeiras de sai e volta, não é? Olha, eu só vou ter que ensinar. Já posso falar nada. Da próxima que fizer isso, não vou fazer. Sou muito mal, sou muito mal. Meus contatos. Novo contato.
Eu só falei, estamos aqui na bote, não falei mais nada.
E assim já não te consideras tóxico. Mal, é duro. Oi, Nervex, vou jogar Fortnite. Qual é? Um forte sangue, né? Disse saísse um forte sangue, um Fortnite. Ou continuar jogando NBA. Você tem que saber o que quer, eu não quero cursos confusos. Se tu queres ficar, fica mesmo. Agora, se tu, uma mínima dica de um outro curso,